Hello, everyone. I'm author Salone North, and I'm here with you tonight with author Alexis Jean Manny, who contributed in the book entitled The Many Hacks of Evangelist Mildred Jean Manny, which is now on Amazon to be purchased. So, with that being said, Alexis.
Hi, my name is Alexis, and I'm reaching out from prison from behind the wall. I've been locked up for a very long time. I got locked up when I was younger. I was just adjudicated at a young age, 16. I got it, did my time, got out and came back. And here I am again today. I've been locked up since 2008. This month on the 29th will make 18 years that I have been locked up. Total. I have to get God things. I have to get God things. I want to just reach out to people about some people that have been incarcerated with me doing time and longer than me, that has been
Mm-hmm.
doing time, that has given up hope in their life. I was talking to one of my friends not too long ago, and she's done 33 years. I'm quite sure y'all would know her as Deanna Garrett. And she looked at me and told me that she was ready to commit suicide. She didn't want to live no more. And it's hard listening to people say things like that when they don't have nobody. I'm gonna put my
Mm-hmm.
jailhouse lawyer on the phone right now.
How y'all doing? My name is Jennifer, and I have done a prior bid of 10 and a half years, and I'm currently serving a 3-year bid in the state of Florida Department of Corrections. I was introduced to Miss Manny a short time ago, and as her jailhouse lawyer, I have began to dissect her case, and we see light at the end of the tunnel. I also know Miss Deanna and another lady named Miss Barbara that have all been sitting in here for a very long time for life sentences, 20 plus years, and the justice system has forgotten about people. They have lost hope. They have lost their family, their friends, their loved ones. They have nobody to reach out to. And in my time here, I am reaching out to these women, trying to bring light back to them and trying to give them hope again. And it really, really needs the outside community to be able to uplift these women and let them know that they're not forgotten about, and that when the justice system has failed them, that we as sisters and as mothers and as families, we do not forget them, and that we are here for them, whether we're blood or not blood. As we know, sometimes blood is not thicker than water, and sometimes it's the people that you are closest to that are not connected by blood that can make a huge difference. So my goal is to work with the women of incarceration to provide them with legal help and legal services free of charge to them that can give them hope and that can get them back into the perspective of that this is not the end for them, and that things do get better, and that there is a brighter light at the end of the tunnel. Now, Miss Mannion, I would like to ask you just on a whim, after doing 18 years of incarceration, if you were to get released with God's blessing, what do you see yourself doing in the next 5 years upon release?
I know one thing. I'm trying to next 5 years of release. I'll be trying to better myself. Stay positive, keep God first, and move forward in my life. And let God direct my path and whatever I choose to do in my life. But right now in prison, they don't have nothing to offer. Only the really religious programs for people that got short time to do. So I don't know as of now, but I got a plan. I got a goal. I want to open a couple of businesses, do some things in my life. One thing for sure I'm not going to do is what I done before to come in.
That's all great coming from the inside. So through your 18 years of being incarcerated, you've seen some things. People have put a damper on the facility and the way things are run. And over our conversation, you said that, some of the things that people have experienced or heard about that you haven't experienced. Some people that have heard about the deaths that happen in prison and things like that. Can you give the outside community a thought on that?
I can give you the input of, there ain't no officers just walking up to no inmates and slapping on them. Some of the things that people have came in contact with these staff officers, I have not came in contact with. It have not happened to me. So I don't know. You have some people that like to bamboozle the system and all that stuff, get away with things. But time is what you make of it. The only part about doing time is the hard part is that we have nothing to do with people that have time. Like, we cannot take no kind of program or do anything. It's like we be made as house and all day. walk around in dormitory, clean up a dormitory. We wake up, clean up, go to bed, clean up, like there's nothing for us to do in here. And that's really basically it. That starts the confusion amongst people that have time to do this. They be aggravated with everything.
Okay, so with that being said, there's families out there that hear the negative and that things are going on. Is there anything that you can say to these families or people that are listening to your podcast right now that you can tell them to encourage them or make things better or give them a different light on how to do things with their loved ones?
Reach out to them, support them, no matter what they choose to do, give them some uplifting words throughout the day, If you decide you just want to write them, say, hey, how you doing? It ain't about no I care, no assets or none of that. It's about uplifting words. Let them know that you care about them. Hear their concerns, hear their problems. I know everybody got a life and they working out there. They may not have time for that person, but they really do have issues going in here. They mind play tricks on them. I've been pulled back from the edge. I don't been to a point in my life where I wanted to just give it all up. But I had a support system. But God didn't see that fit for me. God opened the doors. Like I say, He been directing my path. So if you have family, friends, anybody in here, and you know that you're not doing right by them, and you know that you're not in contact with them, and you know you're not showing them no love, reach out to those people and show them some love. Let them know they are not forgotten about. God worked through all of us, worked through y'all too. Like, give them no courage, let them know it's going to be okay. Don't give up the fight in them, because when they give up the fight in them, it's hard.
After 18 years of incarceration, Ms. Manning, is there anything that you can say that stuck out to you? Have you seen other people in your shoes get granted motions from the court and have their sentences overturned or be able to walk free within the time that you've been, to be able to know that people in your situations do have an opportunity and do have a chance? Have you seen situations like this?
Oh my God, I see so many. And and they have given me a better look on my situation. They have given me that inspiration on my time that I have done, and that's why, you can never stop fighting, you can never give up hope, no matter what it is. I've seen so many come, I've seen so many leave. I've seen so many people that had life sentences after life sentences that leave this place and don't look back and move on with their life and do something with their life. I'm just saying, like I said, you have to keep God first in here. God brought me through so much. God helped me be strong in here. God kept me from that edge. God kept that light in me, and I just thank God every day, and, me being around here, I've been wondering, like, God, what is it that we could do to help these people that don't giving up their life? They don't have that light in them no more. That's not shining. The darkness is right there. You know what I'm saying? But who wants to live in the darkness? And amongst these people in here, you have to keep that glow, keep that light in you.
If you could reach out to the justice system or the Department of Corrections and have them hear you and what you feel, is there anything that you could maybe suggest to them to make DOC or the sentencing process for the time of incarceration a little bit better for the individuals that you're like programming or anything like that?
Well, yeah, as for like DOC, I feel like that, even though they got new interest programs all around, I feel like it would be good to have at least like lifers over the program so we could learn while they learning, in the programs, different things like that. But, hey, who all hopes for it? Just got to keep praying about it, That's the only thing I can see fit for us, I don't like to say us because I have too much hope for that. I always said when I came into the system, even when I was in on 3 life sentences for 60 years, I never said I had that time because I never believed in that time. I always say I was spending on time till God opened doors for me. I never felt like I had that. So, I just pray that this fall on somebody's ears and y'all hear what I'm saying today and y'all just reach out to somebody. Because being in a situation like this and looking around every day, waking up to these people down and out, and you see their tears in the shower, that they have lost all hopes and dreams. I'm talking about everything, like they broken promises, they dashed everything, just gone down the drain. They have no hope in him. And it's sad to walk around here in 2026 and see these people like this. And I just cannot fathom to tell you or elaborate to tell you how these women are in here these days and time. And I'm watching them and they just falling apart daily. They feeling hopeless, like they have nobody.
After the conversation, then the get together with you, you give me a hope. You give me a hope to be able to help you and the other women, and to see the tears streaming down your face as you explain this situation and as you try to reach out to unite people of incarceration gives me hope, and it gives me the strength to want to continue to help people like you. And that to know that tomorrow is a brighter day, and that I pray every day that you ladies continue to stay strong. Miss Barbara explained to us yesterday, and she hadn't been outside, and she went on a med trip for the first time after 33 years of incarceration, and the lady was genuinely happy just to see cows and trees and Circle K and a Wawa, just to see the things that people take for granted. That this lady that went on a med trip was so blessed and so ecstatic to the normal things in life that everyday people take for granted. When was the last time, Miss Manny, that you had seen the free world and seen and experienced these things for yourself?
Oh man, I can't talk about that. I don't remember that, but hey, listen. To be honest with you, I think like maybe 3 years ago when I got transferred from Homestead down this way, I noticed a lot of different things and feelings and stuff, which was wonderful to see. It's the little things that we hold on to, and I know that I may be tripping on my words right now and saying a lot of different things because I'm really just trying to find a well in my heart that I'm just trying to reach out and get somebody to understand where I'm coming from. And somebody always told me, say, some girl, you got a big heart and a good heart. And you know how hard it is that I'm fighting here to keep this good heart of mine and try to be loving and caring and giving in here. It's hard being in a place like this where there's nothing but darkness you see throughout the day. So like I say, I got to keep God first, If it wasn't for God, then I don't know how I would still have my sanity, and standards and everything. But if this fall on somebody else, like I said, somebody please reach out to somebody. I thank y'all for listening. I'm sorry for tripping over my words and everything, but God is so good, and it's been on my heart because if I don't fight, somebody got to fight for somebody. God didn't give up on me, so why should I give up on these people here? And just like I say, God didn't give up on me, so why should y'all give up on them? One time. Y'all have a good one. May God bless. So next time, remember, reaching out from prison from behind the walls. Y'all be good, take care, and God bless. Now remember one thing, everything comes up, comes down. God is good. Catch you next time. And hopefully next time we'll have Deanna Garrett here with us and Miss Barbara. Love you. Peace.